Lateral walking is a great skill for canine fitness. Sideways motion, called adduction and abduction, can help prevent shoulder and knee injuries. As your dog strengthens, stabilize their muscles in the limbs, they're better able to change direction suddenly while on the trail and can regain balance after a stumble or misstep. In addition, lateral walking can be incorporated into a dynamic warm-up routine and can even be used to teach your dog to move over on the trail. I'm Chelsea with Positive Futures Dog Training and Behavior, and welcome back to our channel. I start by warming Lennon up with paws up and pivots, two skills that improve strength and body awareness. Both paws up and pivots are prerequisites for lateral movement, as they help the dog learn both body awareness and how to move the front and rear end independently of one another. After a few successful repetitions, I set up two targets. I choose to use two bath mats and lay them with their rubber sides facing up. If you don't have bath mats, yoga mats will work as well. Your goal is to have a target on the ground that your dog can touch and will be able to feel the difference in the change of material underneath their feet. These mats will be our targets to help guide our dogs as they move from side to side. I start this behavior with a food lure. I place the treat in front of my dog's nose and guide him over to the mat. I click and deliver the treat when the feet touch the mat. Then I step to the side and use the food lure to guide him over to the other mat, clicking and treating when he reaches it. If your dog is early on in their learning, placing the mats close together will reduce the amount of lateral movement necessary to reach the mat, which makes it easier for your dog to be successful. After a few successful sessions, you can then slowly increase the amount of space between the mats, asking for more motion. See that motion to the right is much easier for Lennon than motion to the left. This can even be seen when we go back and look at his pivots. When I ask him to pivot left or clockwise, he takes fewer steps. But when asked to pivot right or counterclockwise, he easily offers more motion. When working on the lateral movement, this can also be seen in his targeted sidestepping. The motion to the right requires almost no luring, while the motion to the left requires a little bit more assistance. I use a combination of luring and space pressure to elicit a sidestep. Watch closely for any lateral motion and be sure to mark and reward it. I stand next to Lennon's shoulder, facing right, which is the direction he has more trouble in, with the food lure in my right hand. Good. Generally, the front end motion is easier. I use the food lure to guide his head to the right, almost around my leg, to elicit that last rear end step. Over time, as this gets easier for him, my goal is to reduce the amount of luring necessary to get the behavior so that we can put it on a verbal cue. Remember that this exercise takes a lot of physical and mental energy from your dog, so be sure to keep sessions short. Practice in mini sessions of 3 to 5 minutes at a time and keep an eye on your dog's energy level. If you notice that they're starting to get tired or disengage from you, then it's time to take a quick break. If you enjoyed this session, please be sure to hit subscribe and check out some of our other videos on our playlists made just for you. If there's something in particular you want to hear about, let us know. We love creating content just for our viewers.